I remember the exact moment I tried to speak my first English sentence out loud. I was just 14, standing in front of a cracked mirror in my small village home. I had read a line from my school book and whispered, "My name is..." But the words got stuck in my throat. Not because I didn't know them, but because I was scared. Scared I'd say it wrong. Scared someone would laugh, scared I'd sound stupid. And that moment taught me something powerful. Speaking English isn't just about knowing it. It's about believing you can say it. That belief, that quiet and shaky confidence, is where everything begins. If you're someone who has ever stood in front of a mirror like I did, stayed silent in class, or skipped a job interview because English made you nervous, then trust me, you're not alone. We've all been there. But the truth is, it's not too late. Belief can be built, confidence can grow, step by step, word by word, voice by voice. And that's exactly what we do at the Control English. This isn't just a channel, it's your comeback. It's your voice, finally getting a chance to speak. So if this story felt like your story, don't just scroll past. Hit like if this touched you. Drop a comment if you've ever felt the same. And subscribe to the Control English, because maybe this could be the video that changes everything. Lesson 2. Understanding that English is a skill, not magic. Growing up, I thought fluent English speakers were gifted, like it was magic. But I was wrong. English is not a talent. It's a skill. And like any skill, like riding a bicycle or cooking roti, it can be learned. It doesn't matter where you come from, what school you went to, or how much English your parents speak. If you commit, you will learn it. Lesson 3. Listening before speaking. Before I ever became confident speaking English, I learned to listen. I would lie awake at night with an old radio, tuning into crackling English news stations. I didn't understand everything, but I listened. Repeatedly, that's how a baby learns, by listening first. So if you want to speak English, start by listening to it. Movies, YouTube videos, even songs. Let the rhythm of the language become familiar. Lesson 4. Building vocabulary slowly. My early vocabulary was limited. I knew cat, dog, go, come, and school. That's it. But I made a promise to myself. 1 word a day. Just one. Every morning, I would pick a word, learn how to pronounce it, and use it in a sentence. Over time, those single bricks turned into walls, and then into whole buildings. Vocabulary is the raw material of speech. Lesson 5. Breaking the fear of mistakes. One day I told my teacher, "I am go to home." My classmates laughed. My face turned red. But my teacher smiled. "Good try," she said. "Now let's fix it. I am going home." That moment changed my life. I realized mistakes are not shameful. They are proof you're trying. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Lesson 6. The power of small conversations. My breakthrough came not in the classroom, but at a tea stall. I greeted a tourist with a shaky, "Hello?" He smiled. We exchanged 5 broken sentences. That moment lit a fire inside me. I realized that English isn't meant to be locked in books. It lives in conversations. Start small. Ask your friend, "How are you?" Ask your teacher, "What time is lunch?" These small steps turn into big journeys. Lesson 7. Daily practice with a mirror. I practiced in front of a mirror every day. 10 minutes, no excuses. I pretended I was hosting a show. "Welcome, my name is..." I watched my mouth, my eyes, my hands. I corrected my expressions, fixed my pronunciation, and built confidence. The mirror became my first audience, and eventually, my biggest fan. Lesson 8. Understanding sentence patterns. I began noticing how sentences were structured. Noticing the difference between "do you like tea" and "does he like tea" helped me understand patterns. English has rules, and once you know the patterns, you can form your own sentences. I made charts. I wrote examples. I repeated them out loud, again and again. Lesson 9. Finding my accent, not copying others. In the beginning, I tried to sound like native speakers, but it didn't feel natural. I learned that I didn't need to copy anyone's accent. I just needed to speak clearly, confidently, and with feeling. English doesn't belong to any one accent. It belongs to the person speaking it. Lesson 10. Recording my own voice. The first time I recorded my voice, I cringed. I hated how I sounded. But over time, those recordings became gold. I could hear my improvements, my clarity, my progress. If you want to speak English, record yourself. It's awkward at first, but it's worth it. Lesson 11. Using questions as tools. I trained myself to ask questions. What is this? Can you help me? Where are you going? Questions start conversations. They show confidence. They open doors. I learned that if you can ask 5 basic questions in English, you can enter any room in the world. Lesson 12. Talking to myself like a friend. I had no practice partners in the beginning, so I became my own. I spoke to myself while walking to school. What will I eat today? Did I complete my homework? This self-talk was a practice ground, and slowly, it turned into habit. You don't need anyone else to start speaking. Start with yourself. Lesson 13. Reading out loud every day. Reading out loud changed my voice. It made me confident. I read newspaper articles, children's books, and even food labels. I didn't just read them, I spoke them. Aloud, clearly, proudly. It built my pronunciation, rhythm, and courage. Lesson 14. Watching with subtitles. Then without, I started watching English movies with subtitles. I matched the spoken words with the written text. Later, I removed the subtitles. My brain began filling the gaps. That process taught me natural speech patterns, expressions, and everyday phrases. Lesson 15. Repeating after real people. I mimicked news anchors, actors, and YouTubers. I paused the video, then repeated what they said, word for word, tone for tone. This is called shadowing. It's how I trained my ear, tongue, and memory. It felt silly, but it worked. Lesson 16. Learning sentence starters. To speak quickly, I memorized sentence starters. I think, I feel like, I want to say. These starters helped me begin confidently, even when I wasn't sure how to finish. It's like jumping on a moving train. You just need to start. Lesson 17. Using real-life English. I stopped focusing only on academic English. Instead, I started using real-life English. How to order food, how to ask for directions, how to introduce myself at an event. That's the English that matters, the one you live with, not just write in exams. Lesson 18. Listening to my emotions. While speaking, when I was nervous, I stuttered. When I was excited, I spoke too fast. I learned to regulate my emotions. Deep breaths, steady rhythm. Speaking isn't just from the mouth, it comes from the heart. When your emotions are calm, your words flow better. Lesson 19. Turning rejection into fuel. There were days when I was laughed at, ignored, even mocked. But I didn't quit. I used every rejection as fuel. I'll speak better tomorrow, I'd say. Remember, every person who speaks English fluently today was once a beginner too. Lesson 20. Teaching others what I learned. The best way to master English? Teach someone else. I helped my younger brother practice sentences. I shared tricks with classmates. teaching made me stronger. When you explain something, you understand it deeper. Lesson 21. Building a personal dictionary. I kept a small notebook in my pocket. Every time I heard a new word, I wrote it down. At night, I'd review it. I didn't just collect words, I owned them. That little dictionary became my passport to better English. Lesson 22. Speaking slowly, not fast. At first, I thought speaking fast meant speaking well. But I was wrong. Confidence is not speed. Confidence is clarity. Speaking slowly shows power. It helps listeners understand. It helps you breathe. Lesson 23. Practicing in different moods. I practiced when I was tired, when I was happy, when I was angry. Because in real life, we don't speak English only when we feel perfect. We speak it in all situations. So I trained for that too. Lesson 24. Believing that I belong. For the longest time, I thought English was for others, for city people, for rich schools. But that's a lie. English is a tool, it doesn't care where you're from. I had to believe that I belonged in this language. And once I did, everything changed. Lesson 25. Your turn now. I'm not a genius. I'm just a kid from a small town who believed that English could open doors. And it did. For me. For my students. And now, for you. If you've ever felt too late, too slow, or too scared, hear this. You're not. You're right on time. Start today. Speak one sentence, then another, and another. This is your journey now. Go speak your story into the world, because the world is waiting to hear it.
If you loved this video and want to improve your English faster, do these 3 things right now. 1. Hit that subscribe button, because I drop powerful English lessons like this every week. 2. Smash the like button, so YouTube knows this video helped you. 3. Share with friends, because everyone deserves to speak English confidently. On the Control English, you get the world's simplest English tricks. Tap the bell icon to never miss a new lesson. Today's challenge: share this video with 2 friends and tell them, this channel will change your English game. Thank you. Keep learning. Keep growing.